were completely left by the wayside by the UP voter. Women voted heavily. The gas cylinder scheme worked. The promise of development and the promise of the leadership of the Prime Minister has made sure that election after election, the Prime Minister is untouchable as the undisputed leader of a large part of this country.
Well, it was a test for us, and it was a midway test for the Bharatiya Janata Party and NDA government. It was also a test for the Prime Minister and the whole functioning of the government. And this time, with a great support which has been shown by the people of Uttar Pradesh, is not of the functioning of a government in Uttar Pradesh of the Bharatiya Janata. It's an endorsement, and I would repeat the word, 100% endorsement of the functioning of the Prime Minister of India, the policies which he has initiated, the vision which he has given, the track which he has chosen, the connect which he has established, all this together, put together, and the faith which the people of the country have reposed in him was completely displayed by the people of Uttar Pradesh. We have to form a government in Uttar Pradesh and carry all those policies which are there more effectively. So I think it's 100% a solid endorsement of the Prime Minister, his functioning, his vision, his thought process, his connect. And having said that, on the political side, while the Prime Minister acted as a big campaigner, Mr. Amit Shah, the National President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, stitched the whole process and the program to bring together the workers, motivate them, and get this stupendous victory.
So clearly the narrative of the nation and the masses staying with Mr. Modi has worked. It seems to be true on the ground as well. Mr. Rudy, before I come back to the Prime Minister and his electoral achievement and Mr. Amit Shah's, let me ask you, who's the chief ministerial bet looking like? I know you're going to say Parliamentary Board is going to take the decision here, but is the BJP going to go with a local leader? Can you hear me, sir?
Well, whatever happens, it would be decided, and I can tell you with surety that there would be a chief minister and the
Mr.
chief
Rudy,
minister
this is Barkha.
Okay,
this is Barkha here. This is Barkha here. Congratulations! It's a huge.
We can speculate on it after the full results come.
Sure.
Have a discussion.
Barkha, there's a question for you. Then Priya Sehgal.
Yeah,
Mr. Rudy.
Rudy, many congratulations. This is Barkha.
Huge. Use this moment, the occasion, to connect to all your viewers and say that we all collectively endorse the functioning of the Prime Minister, his
that was going to be my question.
A new paradigm shift which he has created in governance of honesty and transparency. I would like all the anchors today just to speak this, endorse this, so that at least you will have enough opportunity that you need to decide.
Rudy, this is Barkha. Congratulations, absolutely in order. So many congratulations to you. But talk a little bit about whether Modi is now...
And keep repeating it. I love to hear that.
All right.
Is Modi now bigger than the BJP? This was true in 2014. It continues to be true in 2017.
Again, your brain works behind your brain works.
But I want to hear what he's saying.
I want to hear what he's saying.
He is the Prime Minister. He is the Prime Minister.
I know. I am saying, is this the... Is he bigger than the party now?
Can you avoid it for a day?
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to jump in.
What can we ask you? What can we ask you that you might answer, sir?
Mr. Rudy, will you take a question from me?
That is the whole tragedy today.
Okay.
That's the whole tragedy that you have lost out on questions today.
Mr. Rudy, I thank you for your time.
Why are we wrapping him?
No, we're not wrapping him. We're not wrapping him. I'm just easing in. And I'm tagging you in right now for a very specific reason. Mr. Rudy, thank you for joining us first of all. And congratulations. I think by now I can congratulate you and say this fantastic victory was missed even by the exit polls.
Yeah.
NewsX has had predicted around 190 seats. You've crossed that. You're at Virinder Sehwag territory right now. What exactly worked? Now this is a triple century. No, at the height of the Ram Mandir movement, sir, you got 221.
Yeah.
Today, will you say that the Prime Minister's alternative narrative or the alt narrative is the only narrative in the country?
Well, pardon me for saying that. I'm not a big-time political worker, but I did have an opportunity to. I was in Delhi hearing lots of my colleagues and my friends and my journalist friends and the anchors saying what is going to happen in Uttar Pradesh, and Prime Minister will come to know where he stands and things like that, blah, blah, blah. While we went to Uttar Pradesh, we found completely things were different on the ground. I think by choice, many people in Delhi who think they ran the system chose to give a different narrative. But the people had chosen already in Uttar Pradesh what they were going to do. We were in the people and those who mattered in Delhi who were trying to oppose the policies of the Prime Minister had built up a narrative which was, and they were clueless as what was happening in Uttar Pradesh. And I will repeat the word clueless. Even the poll predictions and the predictors who were trying to come up with exit polls, they were still wrong because we in person believed that the results were going to be far much more than what was being depicted. The national president of the Bharatiya Janata Party in his private conversations had told these figures to all of us, and we believed in him and we knew exactly where we were heading. So maybe your poll predictions we have to believe on
No,
that.
we agree, we were all wrong. We were all wrong, we agree, sir. We agree with that.
Yes, you were all, actually you were wrong, and we all knew that you all were wrong.
Okay, chaliye. But what is the big national takeaway from this result, sir? What for you is the big national takeaway from this result?
National takeaway is very, very simple. This is a complete endorsement of 2014's. After that, the government which we have and the Prime Minister, it's an endorsement of his policies.
Okay,
his existence,
we'll go round the panel, Mr. Rudy. I know we have limited time.
It's a complete endorsement.
Absolutely. Mr. Rudy, just a bunch of questions from the panel one by one. We won't take much of your time, but thank you for staying with us. Virender Kapoor goes first. Go ahead.
Okay.
छोटा सा सवाल है आप उम्मीद आशा रखते हैं you think the Congress is going to cooperate now in Parliament? Will it function properly?
Well, they have little options left. They should fall in line. Next.
All right. Next is, do you believe the reform agenda is back on track, sir, and there is nothing that can stop you from kick-starting reforms, economic reforms, because the delivery time you have left is roughly about 2 years. In 2 years, you'll be in election mode. Is 2 years enough to deliver?
Yes, we are already on the path of reforms. It would be put on a fast track now, and I'm sure we are going to achieve that.
Priya Saigal, next. Okay, Hartosh, then Priya.
Given that this victory, enormous victory, must make you more secure in Mr. Modi's popularity, in the success of this government, would now this government be more open to unredeemed critics, people who still want to question it? Will there be greater tolerance and understanding of people who question?
No, I think you are absolutely wrong. And this was the narrative built by the people in Delhi. We are humbled by this results, and we can say those who were not comfortable with the new system, they have to feel that this country is for those whom we have promised to work for, and we'll keep working for the poorest of the poor, for those who are untouched, who have been the last ladder of the society, and for all those who work in the galleries of Delhi may find it that we are tough. The Prime Minister is absolutely clear what we have to do. We are responsible to the people of this country.
So the Prime Minister from a neoliberal is a class warrior now, the hero of the masses. You are handing power back to the people. Is that it, Mr. Rudy?
Is he saying he'll be tougher on people who will be critical?
We are actually with the people, and this endorsement in itself reflects the endorsement of the people that they believe in the Prime Minister, and not those who feel that they are ruffled or their voices are. We never do that. We don't believe. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the people of this country, and we have full faith in the Prime Minister whatsoever.
Priya Saigal.
You may have an opinion on that.
Hi Rudy, this is Priya Saigal here. One quick question. A lot of comparisons have been made to Prime Minister Modi with Indira Gandhi, in works of functioning, and also this whole class war, the narrative that he's taken. He's fighting for the poor, he's giving subsidies. His whole appeal was not a caste or religion caste appeal, but it was more like towards the poor. He was is he changing vote banks? Is he doing an Indira Gandhi?
I'm absolutely upset. I'm absolutely upset when you want to bring the credit of the Prime Minister and compare and bring the Congress
comparing him to a strong leader. Forget parties.
I don't think we have the strongest leader. We have a leader with a vision. Please do not bring the Prime Minister back to Srimati Gandhi. We are far ahead. We have a leader who is far connected to the people, who is convincingly connected, and he's delivering. So please do not bring back to the Congress definition, and we do not.
Okay, let's look at the BJP benchmarks. Has he surpassed
this definition is ours. This definition given by the Prime Minister is ours, and we'll live up to the promises which we have made in our manifesto and to the people of this country. So please do not bring that string to Srimati Gandhi and say, Mr. Modi is like, no. There is no one like Mr. Modi, and that is for sure.
Mr. Rudy, Professor Nalpat, then I'll ask you the last question. Go ahead, Professor Nalpat.
No, I think, the answer is very clear on the screen. I mean, the question was till the figures came up on the screen, and now the answer is very clear.
Mr. Rudy, my last question to you, and I know if you can stay, please stay. We will try and steer towards the future as well. I know you will dodge the question on the Chief Minister, but what kind of a Chief Ministerial pick are we going to see here? Give us a sense, really. Is it going to be somebody who's low-key, will follow the bureaucratic way of functioning, will not really sell himself, be party man, be Mr. Shah's man, or will it be a local leader? Keshav Prasad Maurya have worked really hard to get you that EBC, sort of a new BJP in Uttar Pradesh identity. Yogi Adityanath is important because he's still considerable following in the UP faithful. What kind of Chief Ministerial pick are we looking at in UP?
You see, for us, development is something which is, for almost 2.5 decades, Uttar Pradesh has been deprived of what it deserved. And this is the first time we are going to connect Uttar Pradesh directly with the central government, with the full majority at the center and with the full majority at the state. Now it's a time, it's an opportunity for us. And given that, we'd like to choose the best person as the Chief Minister. I'm sure it would be a conscious call. And once a conscious call is made, there are superiors to us, there are leaders there who know the ground level, who know who stands where. And I think please let's leave this call to them who have to take the decision on the Chief
What's
Minister.
the next state?
It would be a...
What's the next states? This is a major important milestone in not just the 2019 race, but also the consolidation of the BJP as the dominant national party, replacing the Congress by a huge margin. If you look at the map of India today, sir, there's more saffron than anywhere else. What's the next Rubicon? Karnataka is your next target. Will you hold Gujarat? The heart of the country, are you going strong there?
We definitely, yes. You see, we start working. You see, I have had an opportunity to work in the organization with Mr. Shah. He's a magic man. He works quietly. He is focused. He is determined. He has a connect. He has a connect with the government. He has a connect with the workers. He has a connect with the leaders in the party.
Okay.
He knows where, how, whom, and where to proceed. And he's very consistent. You don't find him loud. He's very focused. And he's a magic man as far as organization is concerned.
All right.
Between a campaigner
we'll end with
and
a Barkadat question. I can't resist.
A CEO is with the Prime Minister and the Amit Shah, a campaigner and an organizer.
Right. One last question, Mr. Rudy, and then I thank you again.
Just a last comment. Is this the decisive verdict on demonetization, which many of us believed was a non-issue? We were wrong. It seems to have been a pro-issue. It seems to have actually garnered votes in what it represented to the poor by bringing in an element of class to a caste cauldron, with many of the poor believing that Mr. Modi had taken the right decision.
After so long, you're so correct, Bharta, and I'm so happy that you have realized this. And it's actually done wonders. You see the faith of the people in Uttar Pradesh. I've been seeing the rallies right from Kanpur to Banaras to Allahabad and other places. There is a great sense of faith in him. They believe in him. And I think monetization, which you all talked as if it's not working, the people in Delhi who could not understand the language below, I think it has worked very positively, and actually it has worked, and many more things which the faith which people have reposed in the government.
Mr. Rajiv Pratap Rudy, congratulations once again on this, well, I can't think of any other word, but brilliant win in Uttar Pradesh and other states. This has surpassed all expectations, and let's give credit where it's due. It was the juggernaut.
And thank you once again. Thank you once again. It's a fantastic panel which you have. They are very positive. The correct questions were correct. They took what I said as it is. Thank you very much to the panel once again.
Thank you, sir. We were trying hard over here. All right. Thank you, Mr. Rajiv Pratap.